Hey there, hi there. Why's that frozen? Oh, it's not frozen. Never mind. Okay. Hey there, hi there. Thank you. Leos, and welcome to your love reading for this week. I've been sick for like 3 days in a row. So, and I don't have a charger for my light, but I do have Vanity Fair. Okay. And a sock. Thank you. Like Dobby, I got a sock. So I'm free to do this reading. Thank you, sweetie. And also this book, Inner Goddess, Awaken Your Inner Goddess. This is where I get my inspiration from for my Awaken Your Inner Goddess videos. I'll read something to you right now. You are invited to a sacred space to rediscover the goddess inside yourself. Embrace your divine energy and begin a journey of healing with Awaken Your Inner Goddess. This guide is packed with exercises and tools from spiritual wisdom and evidence-based psychology. You'll find emotional healing and self-realization techniques to strengthen your inner light and help you find your path. Begin with exercises like radical acceptance and affirmative self-talk to connect with your inner self. Call on goodness energy to identify your divine gifts and find strength. Then create realistic, achievable goals and learn how to embrace self-care and self-love on your journey to your most authentic state of being. Inclusive spirituality. Draw on goddess wisdom from spiritual traditions across time and space, including Greek mythology, ancient Egyptian deities, the Chinese zodiac, and more. Supportive practices. Explore a variety of constructive, evidence-based exercise to help you break down your internal barriers and put concepts into action. In your own words, engage journal prompts. Encourage to grab a special journal and pen. Writing will help you reflect and expand on your self-discovery as you go. Okay, and this is by Dr. Dara Goldberg, PhD. Okay, so this is a book that I find a lot of inspiration from. Instead of saying, I failed, try saying, I tried my hardest and will find the strength to keep trying. I am human and this is a process. I will recalibrate and ensure that my goals are manageable. So that's for, thank you, sweetie. This is Lalita Tripuria Sundari. Okay, and what's this one? Okay, so, and that is the King of Good Cheer. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, thank you. Bahadara Ali. Okay, and King of Candles. Got the King of Good Cheer and the King of Candles. Got a lot of divine masculine energy working in your favor here, and divine goddess feminine energy as well. Okay, so that's reassuring, for sure. So let's take a look at the Bahadara Kali. Let's see. Oh, thank you. I do like this card. The Two of Cups. And Too Busy Winning. It's funny how trophies kind of look like challenges. Oh, King of Cups twice. King of Good Cheer. Okay, thank you. So we got a lot happening here. Sit down, honey. Oh, thank you. Deadlines. Time running out. On edge. Intervention. Can't wait no longer. What's this one? Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Thank you. So this is a Hindu goddess. She is considered to be the auspicious and fortunate form of Adi Shakti, who protects the good, known as Vajra. In Hinduism, okay, sweetie, she's at school. Is among the many epithets of Yoga Maya, the internal potency of illusion, and the preservative deity. Okay. And then you have Lalita Tripuria Sundari. Okay. So we learn as we go, right? We learn as we go. So let's take a look here. have here Tripura Sendrit for your pentacles, also known as Lalita, Shakti, Kamashki, and Ravajani. Astari is a Hindu goddess for her primary religion. Shakti, Traditional, recognized as one of something. 10 Mahavidiyas. She embodies the essence of Supreme Goddess. So, yeah, you're working with the Mother of Goddesses right now, the governess of the universe. Okay, sweetie. Alright, so, wow. I don't know why I'm so sick. Okay, it's been like this for like 3 days. Okay, so the Empress, oh, that's interesting. Mother of the universe and the Empress. The Empress is like the mother of the tarot deck. Okay, so, this reminds me of my mother-in-law. Not gonna lie. Okay, so, Six of Candles. Okay, so it's like you have the ability to see things as they are, or see things for what they truly are, and it's not like just because um, just make this stuff up or whatever. It's like you actually like research and find out the truth and the meaning behind something. The Chariot. Yeah, wow. Look at that moon. So I don't know why, like I'm just feeling like using the Nightmare Before Christmas cards, but I love that movie, so it's like never the wrong time to talk about that. Spiritual haters on your spirituality, light magic power. Ooh, yeah. Like you're a fierce, like badass, and you like have people who like are hating on you for your spiritual journey. That's not cool at all. Also, like I think empathy is important, but I don't think that you should have empathy is like when you have gone through something, the same thing someone else has. Like, let's say you have been homeless before and someone else has been homeless before too, so you both empathize with each other because you know how shitty that horrible traumatizing experiences. Sympathy is when you've never been through that experience before, but you know that it's like a negative experience, so you feel bad for the person. So I feel like a lot of people are getting like empathy and sympathy mixed up, or like maybe they're not, but like I don't think one person, like, I don't think you need to feel bad for, like, people who are being bullies. Like, I think you can, like, understand that, like, there might be something going on with them, but that doesn't mean you should be victim to someone bullying you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if they're crossing the line and projecting that onto you, then, you don't need to feel bad for them. You can be like, look, I know you're going through something that really sucks, but don't project that onto me. You know what I'm saying? So, that's more like sympathy. Like, I feel bad for you, but I feel more bad for me. You know what I'm saying? So, I feel like spiritual haters are like those people who are like, they're going through a difficult time, and so they have to project that onto you when you're not even like, what? Like, I don't know. Like, it's like, okay. Oh, I want to show you guys something that I made. So I had these Rose Oracle cards, and they all got like mixed up. Some of them got lost, some of them got destroyed. I don't know. I moved around so many times. Who knows what happened to them all? But I had some left, and I framed them. So this is the Self and the Creator. The Self Creator. I made this for myself. Isn't this pretty? So the like proper English definition of these roses is Madame Abel Chantenay Rose, and the creator Vix Caprice Rose. Looks like a candy cane, doesn't it? kind of reminds me of a candy cane. It's like white and red. So, yeah, just, I don't know, getting creative there, right? Sometimes you gotta just get creative and, like, do stuff like that. So, anyways, the Page of Needles. There's the cute little children monsters all dressed up wearing their masks. And the Nine of Presents. So, I'm getting the sense that you give a lot of your time and energy to others. But what you receive in return is not always what you feel like you deserve. But I've been getting a lot of messages that, like, you are going to get what you deserve. Like, you are going to get your rewards. You are going to get your success. You are going to have that stuff that you need to reassure yourself that, you know, your time and energy isn't wasted. But I just feel like you got to invest in the right things and the right people. Yeah, Seven of Wands. Look at this badass goddess warrior. Look at her. She's like, I feel like she's like building herself like a barrier between her and these other wands. Like, I feel like there's a lot, or she's like, I don't know. I'm getting the sense that she's not needing to defend herself so much, but she knows how to protect herself and those she loves. And there's these like little orbs of light around her. And her dress, like her skirt is kind of tattered, her shirt's kind of tattered. So she's like definitely been through a battle or two. But like she's still coming off strong, like very strong energy, fighting off those spiritual haters. You know, I keep meeting these um like, I guess, quote unquote spiritual healers that are not like seeing the big picture. They're only seeing a small picture, a small perspective, or a small point of view of something. And they don't know the whole story. They don't know the whole process. They don't know the big picture. And I feel like you, Leo, are one of those people that solves the mystery. You see the big picture. You put the pieces together. Kind of like that character on High Potential, the consultant. You should watch it. It's on Hulu. It's so good. But she's not. She has like a really high IQ, and she's like she starts off as like an overnight shift maid for like a police station, and then she solves the murder and messes with the detectives like board, and they get like so insulted and offended, but she solved the crime. So like the leader, the head chief of the precinct is like, I'm hiring her. And um it's so good. It's such a good show and she's like a single mom too. So it's like, um, you really gotta watch it. Honestly, I gotta watch it. I gotta watch the season finale. Um, because it's so good. But I'm just saying, like, Leo, you're like one of these Morgan. That's like her character's name, played by Caitlin Olsen. Okay, so yeah, you really have to watch it because it's like women are so underestimated, like, yeah, we might have to work as like, a maid on an overnight shift, or we might have to like, hustle as single moms, like counting every penny, right? But it's like that doesn't like we still are really intelligent. We still know our shit, and I just think so many people in this world are so like out of touch with like what's really going on. And then they like all these like rich elitist liberals want to like just put a blanket over everybody and say like, oh, you know what? Just like feel bad for the other rich elitists that just don't agree with our political views on like equality for all. But it's like, there's so much more than just that. You know what I'm saying? And even like some of the liberals that I like that are very outspoken, like John Oliver is hilarious. I love Jane Fonda. Sometimes I just think that like they don't know, they've been like in their business and their line of work for so long, like they've already reached the epitome of their success. They've already made like their name. They've already like made their millions. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's so easy to say like someone like me, it can just like feel bad for the other people like Musk and Trump. I don't feel bad for Musk and Trump. I don't feel bad for them. I don't feel anything other than like a mom looking at her little kid like saying like, what are you doing? Like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, like if I was that kid's mom, I'd be like, because that is someone's child. I would just be like, are you serious? Like, do you not know how to take responsibility for your actions? Like, I don't understand. And I'm over here like raising future generation over here and like getting like screwed over by like, corrupt people and time again. And I'm just like, these people are older than me and they should be wiser, they should be more mature as they so-called claim to be, and they're not. And it just makes me so sad. It really does, honestly. I'm just like, it literally makes me sick. But anyways, so I just feel like for you, it's like a message of clarity that you know what you're worth, but you also know that like you don't need to keep putting yourself on the bottom every time. You don't need to keep saying, oh yeah, because, I haven't made a name for myself. I haven't got 1,000 subscribers. I haven't got, an award or whatever. I don't have a plaque on my wall. That doesn't mean your opinion is less validated. That doesn't mean your words are less important. You don't even know how they got that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know anything about, they could have gotten it through corruption, or they could have gotten it through being genuine, caring, loving human beings. You don't really know. So, there are some people I can tell are like decent and like know what they're doing, and then there are other people I'm like, I don't know, like maybe you bought your way there. You know what I'm saying? Or like maybe you knew somebody who knew somebody that got you that, and now you're like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was watching the SAG Awards and like Timothy Chalamet, the freaking microphone was so short, and he's already short, and it's hilarious. But that's what he gets. Like, I'm just saying, like, he's an elitist for sure. So he was just like so ungrateful for his award. He was like, "Oh well, thanks, but I'm looking at, I want more than just this." Like it was so like it was so narcissistic, and it was so juvenile. Where like all the other people that were older than him, I think even there were some people that were in the same age group as him that were like crying when they got an award, and they were like so grateful. And then there were some actors who like had never gotten an award, and they're twice his age, and they were grateful and they weren't being snobbish about it. And he's just like such a snob. Like I don't know, like he picks these characters to play like Bob Dylan, who is like the least snobby person alive, right? He's saying about like doves flying or whatever, and then he thinks because he played Bob Dylan, he can go on SNL and all of a sudden he's a magician. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? I know I started this channel for reading tarot and helping people on their spiritual journeys. And I have 187 subscribers. I don't even know who these people are because every time I ask, I get no response. So I don't know if they just like accidentally subscribe to my channel or what. I don't know, honestly. I don't know who's even watching this. I always ask in my videos, like, who's watching these? Like, do you like these? No one ever responds. And I get like a 1 second, like, clip or whatever, like a 1-second preview. I'm like, I guess I don't have that pretty a face if you don't feel like watching my whole video. But trust me, like, there are, like, so many people out there with pretty, quote unquote, pretty, beautiful faces and bodies, and they're talking just nothing but nonsense. So that just goes to show you that it's like, it's really not about looks. Like, but whatever. The Chariot again. Which way do I go? Which way do you go? I mean, Leo, at this point, it doesn't really matter. I mean, you can go whatever way you want to go, and it's going to be the right path. Honestly, the universe is like, if you go this direction, good for you. If you go this direction, good for you. At this point, it's like, it's so, like, just, the universe is just, like, basically saying, like, just enjoy things, have fun, like, just speak your mind, just let go of the past and the burdens of the past, and just release all that toxic energy that was tying you to, like, this belief system where you had to be, like, so hard on yourself all the time, and you had to do what other people wanted you to do, and you had to please everybody all the time. Like, that's why I'm getting this Empress energy coming through here, while I'm getting this warrior, princess, goddess energy coming through here, because it's like, you are done. You are done with people underestimating you. You are done with people not listening to you. Like, if they're not listening to you, it's not gonna stop you from speaking up. You know what I'm saying? You know how, like, when you get to that idea in your head that, like, nobody cares what you have to say, so why bother talking at all? You should just ignore that feeling and thought altogether and just talk anyway, speak out anyway. Because trust me, Leo, your thoughts and ideas are probably a bajillion times smarter and a bajillion times more important than what some freaking lunatic is saying about, like these, like, I don't know. It's like, there's so many people out there that are just saying the wrong thing, and they're like, oh, I can't respect this new administration, but you didn't even go vote for a different one, and you don't even speak out about women's rights. You don't even talk about people who are struggling with rental crises. You don't talk about people who have had, like, the worst year of their life mentally and emotionally, and are just barely scraping by and holding on by a thread. You don't talk about these things. You talk about making fun of other rich people that are rich just like you. And you talk about feeling bad for other rich people that are rich just like you. And it's like, whoa. Like, you're all part of the same, like, cult. Just you put what? You put Republican or Democrat in front of your name. That's the only difference, but you still are so small-minded to what's really going on. Give some. It will cheer your ass up. Love. Give some love, get some love. Yeah, honestly, just devoting your energy and time to those you love and care about that are dear to you. Because honestly, like, spending time, wasting time, trying to understand why, for the love of God, are these people acting this way? It's ridiculous. Loon. Yeah, they're all loony. They're all freaking Looney Tunes. Okay, what does the bird say? Loon. Pay attention to your dream time. Messages of guidance are drifting in. Oh, good. I should do a dream reading soon again. Okay, I've been having some wild, oh my God, I've been having the most wildest dreams ever. I can't even remember everything because they're just, like, in, like, small fragments. So I haven't been getting much sleep. Okay. Past life relationship. You have known each other before. Okay, in regards to love. Okay, so I think it's just on the heart. Yeah, I think it's just hard for you right now, Leo, to put your mind on loving yourself and caring for yourself with all this chaos going on in the world. But I know you can build, like, a nest for yourself. This is like a nest here. Okay. There's cosmic lights happening. There's two people in a boat here. I don't know why the boat and the two people rowing in the boat reminds me of like, again, travel and distance. I feel like you need to put distance between yourself and these toxic little energies. Okay. Now, the little kids are cute and adorable cartoon characters, right? With these masks, they are mischievous and they get up to trouble. So right now you're like, oh my gosh, there's so many like little monsters, right? There's so much chaos. There's so many people like being deceiving. There's also people who are not being deceiving too, as well. Like the Hierophant. Okay, this is like a spiritual masculine energy that's very in tune with the buffalo spiritual energy. And I feel like this can be someone like a mentor or a wise teacher that you can draw inspiration from that helps you guide you on your right path and keep you focused on the things that are important to you. So the buffalo. The buffalo. Um, so it's multifaceted and complex, often associated with personal growth, environmental balance, and community unity. Yeah, it's hard to feel community and unity. Not on like a such a. I wouldn't say on I would say like on a like third dimensional layer. You do feel good about your community. I feel like on a one dimensional level, what is wrong with certain people? You know what I'm saying? I feel like on a second dimensional layer, when it comes to community, I feel like you're dealing with like a lot of chaos. And then I feel like when it comes to like government and stuff like that, I feel like you're like, oh my god, I just give up. Just give up on this right now. Environmental balance. Yeah, your environment really reflects emotional things. You know, if your environment is not a peaceful, calm, chill atmosphere, then yeah, you can feel a lot of stress from that. But you are doing really well in your personal growth. Like you are practicing self love and self care. You are prioritizing that. You're just facing a lot of challenges. Yeah, the Chariot always reminds me of challenges because it's not easy to do this, right? It's not easy to like guide all these reindeer toward a goal, right? It's not easy to like always be a leader, you know, leading the way forward. I feel like the Chariot is always a clear sign that the universe wants to know you're like a natural born leader, okay? You have a lot of strength and courage and fortitude to keep going and not give up, to get across the finish line. But it's like you're always charging ahead, you know, and it's coming up twice here. So it's like sometimes you're charging ahead. You know how when you're driving at night, and I know technology is as advanced as ever before these days, but your phone can still die. You can still enter a dead zone. You know, hold on, sweetie. So have you ever been like lost without? So that's why the witch here is like, which way do I go? But it's like you, even with like getting lost on the road and not knowing which way to go, like, you know, the GPS is lagging because there's no service, or you're in a dead zone, or your battery's about to die, you forgot a charger, whatever it is. Like these things happen to people, okay? Like so it's like if you go a certain way and it ends up being the wrong way, you can always turn around and go back the way you came. You can always change course. You don't have to keep going down the same long dirt road where you have no signal. Just turn around, right? You end up turning around and retracing your steps and going back, right? To where there was service before, even if it's going to take you twice as long to get to your destination. And I just kept getting this message last night, like it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. And part of getting lost and being confused and not which way to go, is part of it, right? It's part of figuring out which way you're going to end up going and which way is going to lead you to where you want to go. Because you could get somewhere where you in your mind were like, this is where I want to be in life, and then you get there and you're like, wow, like, okay, I need to like maybe retrace my steps a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, I'm gonna draw some medicine woman oracle cards for you. So we'll see here. I think you just already know your gifts and your talents. Okay, Two of Rings, final two. Balance. Harmony and balance. Okay. It has to be an equal give and take when it comes to your love life, too. It's like if you go down on one path and it turns out the scales are quite unbalanced, you might want to rethink that relationship. You might want to rethink that person and why you're with them. Okay, so yeah, let me shuffle these up here, and I'm gonna get you two cards. Let's see the final two cards. Let's see what you and your person are going through here. Let's see what you're doing something here. Let's see. So for you, we have all potentialities. Oh my God! See. You have all of these potentialities, all these possibilities. I open the dance of synchronicities. Yeah, signs, synchronicities. And your person, divine sensuality. Okay, so whoever this person is, divine sensuality is here. I reveal your talent to enchant. Ooh. Enchanting you, enchantress. I'm getting like enchantress vibes, energy from here. So you and your person, I feel like you guys definitely like each other, but the hearts are in the scales there, balanced out here. But just remember, like, you're on a journey here to find out and discover what it is you want and what it is you deserve and what it is you need. So as you go down the path of love and finding out and discovering that, more messages will come in. But look for signs, look for synchronicities. That's key to being on the right path and knowing your worth and your value. And, don't stress and don't worry too much like what other people think, or like, if people are judging you or whatever, like, you're doing just fine. Like, even if things aren't going exactly the way you want them to or you plan them to, at least things are still going and you're doing your best and you're trying your best, and that's all that really matters. And there's always room for improvement, and I see that you're still trying, you're still charging ahead. The sun, yeah, look at this, the sun card. The child on the horse. See? Every bright sunny days ahead. The sun will come up tomorrow, like Annie from the musical Annie. Celebrate the world. Okay, thank you. And Ace of Swords. Knowledge, wisdom, power, fortitude. And King of Swords. The Divine Masculine's got your back. So I feel like this person has got your back. They're holding up the sword for you. They're channeling masculine energy, defending your honor, things like that. This reminds me of like a mother and a child, right? Wouldn't this be the mother of the child? The world is the mother of the sun, right? Because the sun shines on the mother. The sun reminds us of strength. It reminds us of growth too, and it reminds us of light and light. So, and the mother births that into the world. So, there's a lot of power and strength. And yes, I know that's a really old picture of your Aunt Becky. So that's why you have to remind yourself, like, look at things from a perspective of loving your inner child, nurturing yourself as a mother would nurture you, And you don't have to feel bad for bullies. You don't have to feel bad for, like, you can understand that they're not being a good person and why, but that does not entitle them to still being that person. It's just like you know where this stems from, but you don't have to feel bad for them. I feel bad for the people who are getting treated like garbage because this person is a narcissist, because this person projects their negative energy and their insecurities onto innocent people that can't afford to protect themselves. Okay, so yeah, the wolves howling at the moon with their baby cubs, protecting their babies, 10 of cups, happy family, protecting each other. This person is longing you, craving, aching, wanting you. So, and you have Cosmic Rainbow, the number 15. Look for the pot of gold. Accept joy and happiness. And 7-7. Perseverance, change of perspective, reflection, inner strength, wisdom, enlightenment. There's a need for a change of perspective on whatever has taken over you now. If you want to succeed, you need to keep going down the road you're on. Reach for the wisdom within, and then you'll just know what the right next step is. Okay, so the road you're on now is talking about a masculine that's wise, that is brave, is strong. It's a masculine energy that believes in that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. It wants that happy 10 of cups energy of happy family with you. And just know that, like, if things are not, if that path is easy and good and you're doing it and you're enjoying it, then that's incredible and awesome. But it's like, if something happens to you where you're like, you need to change course, just realize that, like, right now you're doing everything you need to do and you are prepared to make decisions that will protect you and keep you safe along the way. Alrighty, that's what I have for you. Love and light always. Thanks for watching. Bye.